Canadians are getting fired up and fed up with what they're hearing from the U.S. Talk of war on social media.
America doesn't know the same thing that Canada is hearing.
Did you vote to go to war, like actual war with Canada?
You've been a real star-spangled pain in my ass, but at least you're bringing Canadians together.
After President Trump confirms he's not messing around.
Is it a real thing?
Yeah, it is. I think Canada would be much better off being a 51st state.
Canada's Prime Minister Trudeau isn't laughing off the 51st state talk, taking it far more seriously when he thinks the cameras are off, caught on a hot mic.
Mr. Trump has it in mind that one of the easiest ways of doing that is absorbing our country. And it is a real thing in my conversation with him.
Even though publicly he's focusing on the tariff threat.
We should be doing more together, not fighting with each other, but Canadians will stand up strongly and firmly if we need to.
Canadians are listening and acting, from small acts of protest like booing the Stars and Stripes from their sports to ours. Talk of boycotting U.S. goods.
We've had an insane couple of weeks. Canadians are putting their money where their mouths are.
At the Province of Canada store in Toronto, owner Julie Brown tells me people aren't fans of this rhetoric from the president.
When you hear the U.S. president talking about Canada as the 51st state, how does that make you feel?
I don't like it. I don't think any Canadians like it. I think we're very happy in Canada. We're very happy with how things are run here, and we have no interest in that.
Potentially even a political impact, because while there's no specific numbers testing how Canadians feel about the U.S. right now, polls suggest a shift after the unpopular Trudeau's announcement.
I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader.
And Trump's inauguration, swinging away from the rival Conservative Party back to the Liberals over the last month, ahead of October's election. Because even as the president's top advisors try to bring down the temperature to our own Kristen Welker,
is he planning to annex
part
Canada?
Of his policy. Well, I don't think there's any plans to invade Canada, if that's what you're talking about.
Up north, the fear is real and just heating up.
Aaron McLaughlin is joining us now. We just saw you in that trip to Toronto, Aaron, and I wonder what you're hearing from experts on the political ramifications of some of what is now a new tension between the U.S. and Canada.
Yeah, well, Holly, this has all amounted to a political earthquake in Canada. You know, prior to President Trump's inauguration and this tariff talk, the upcoming general election in Canada was really looking like it was going to be a referendum against Prime Minister Trudeau. Now, fast forward through this tariffs, through the talk of annexation, and this is all about who can stand up to President Trump, who can push back on these tariffs. I was out on the campaign trail with the Premier of Ontario, the progressive conservative Doug Ford, and he was telling me openly that he had to do this U-turn, that prior to the inauguration he was 100% Trump. Now he's forced to be hitting back. Today, where is he? He's in Washington, D.C., talking tariffs with Washington officials.